Hello. Yeah. So I'm sorry, the technical error. Too much. Yeah. So far, as we see. Okay. So here, as I see that. Arya is customize. So the score is pretty much. Uh, yeah. So hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and I'm really sorry for taking it so long. It's a high voltage afternoon at the Red Lever Arena. We are live from first women's semis final of the Australian Opens. The defending champion and world number one Aryna and takes on the Ukrainian Elina. The atmosphere is here a bit like overwhelming. The sun. So far, Svitolina is holding her ground. She is absorbing the pace and redirecting absolutely beautifully a clinical service game from the 12th seed. She is making a Sablenk play one more ball, and it's working. We are locked at 2 game. And set 1-0-0. as we see. Hi Vivan. And hi for the 3 rabbits. I'm getting a side here and the game is pretty standalone right now. See. Set 1-0-0, so still it's 15. Sorry, there is a pretty much there is, I think there is a streaming error from the broadcasting. Able to still figuring out why the streaming is not happening. That's the score for now. feed is not coming. I'm really sorry for the feed. So set 1 is 2-1, 44, 40, 40. And the first serve for Elina. And as we see that the world's number 1 is finding her rhythm. She's just unleashed a cross court forehead winner that clocked in at 145 km/h. Even the ball kids looked stuttered. So Svitolina is running miles right now, defending brilliantly, but she is being forced deeper and deeper behind the baseline. That's 44 first set. And that's 0-0. So coming up with some stat from the season's match started 26. Four. Aryna 6-4-2-1. Ella is serve. Elina isn't going away quietly. She started the second set with a needed easy hold. Sorry, to so that's a booming back from Sabalenka answer with their booming serve events. So Svitolina, one of the best returns in the game, is just managing to get a frame on this. A hold to love for the world number 1. Intensity hasn't dropped a notch. A glimmer for Ukraine this was a marathon game, so Elina had to save 2 breaks point, but looking to put the nail in the in early. But Elina played a spectacular defensive point, running corner to corner before forcing a error with a high heavy top scene. Aryna Sabalenka received the Hindrance call from the umpire during the match against Elina Svitolina. So Aryna requested video review there, as the umpire says that she made a noise in the middle of the point after her initial grunt. You went, oh, that you don't make the normal sound, right? Dual tone. So that's kind of a distraction for the other uh, opponent. So that is the call given by the umpire. We have to see that what the video review says about it. And it's a win-win situation. So guys, Kropik, thank you for the sweet thumbs up. And I'm not able to wait a second. That's there. Went wrong. No, there are some issues with the streaming right now. I'm getting a very late delayed playback here. And that's why the score is also not that clear. Sabalenka is now just 2 games away from her fourth consecutive Australian Open final. The momentum has swung heavily towards the defending champion. Svitolina looks a bit deflated after losing that serve game. She needed a break of her own and she needs it now. And that's 5-4 Elina in the second set. The kind of Sabalenka absolute dominance on the serve. Sabalenka didn't let that break serve distract her from second. She's hammered down 200 and serve, followed up with clinical overhead smash. As we see that Svitolina stays alive. What a hold from the Ukrainian. She was down 15-30 and starting a match point, but she dodged deep. She pulled Sabalenka into grueling 18-shot rally, moving her side to side until Sabalenka blinked and spread a forehead wide. A massive ace down the tee, her second of the match. Secured the game, she forced Sabalenka to serve it out, and that's a 5-4. The walk. The stadium is buzzing, guys, and Sabalenka takes a deep breath, walks to the baseline. Need to say claim the double fault. Nerves have been quite this set, but this is an ultimate test of 2026 mental rest. Need to be aggressive on the second serve. Written she has nothing to lose now. Umpire will be new ball. far the game. That's a fourth. Four two for the second set. Double faults one, and the game update is Aryna Sabalenka ace 0, double fault 0, and first serve 73% as of Elina Svitolina. Elina have 2 ace, double fault 1, and 57% first serves as of now. No updates. I'm really sorry guys, it's some kind of technical issue with the streaming right now. I am not able to see anything, any update about the match. Really sorry for that. Why I have to sign into chat? Yeah, so I think now I am getting the feed. Okay. Previously I thought there was some kind of technical problem where I was not able to see the exact feed from the stream. Now we can So let me know, guys, who you think that going to make the most point, and what will be your prediction about the game, that who's gonna win this match so far. I'm really sorry for the technical problem having here with the streaming. It's never ending process altogether. Now we have to see that game 8. The ball passes through. So that was 5-2 set 1. It was 5-2. Rank. So that was a set to 1-0 ranking, and it's a break time. I'm just hoping that this will be changing. I mean, really wanted to see that how the game is going to turn around after this point. Yes, that was one set to 6-2 was the first game match. That's 6-2 versus 2 is 50 point. Okay, so in the first set, Aryna got 6 point, and then Elina got 2 points over there. The second set, it's 0-0. I mean, none. And now we are looking at the serve. We set 1. Second serve for Aryna Sabalenka and Elina. And that's a set. Rank 1, and there is a match statistic is 2 for Elina, and that's the set 2 1-6. There is one double false for Elina as well there. So Svitolina is and that's kind of so there is a there is a equal chance of there is a support of equal people here, like a 48-52% people want, so we voted for Svitolina, and 48% Sabalenka. So that's not a big not a big difference. It can change any moment. The opinion can change, but we have to see that how this game go beyond this point. Since we see that there is some kind of issue with the streaming, I'm really trying to fix it, but I'm just worried that by the time I fix the issue, the game might be already over. So we have to see that, so that I am not lagging. So that's 1-14-2-0 and set 2. It's a bit confusing with the score right now. It was 0-0-15-15-30 for Aryna, and then there is 0-15-15 for for Elina. In the first set, as we see, Aryna win total 35 points, and Elina wins 26 points in the first set. And the second set is still in the progress, where we see that 3 points still for Aryna, and there is 8.4 Elina so far. So set 1 was 6-2 for Aryna and Elina. So the moment have shifted while Sabalenka looked unstoppable in the opening set. Elina Svitolina has found a second wind in her second. We are seeing a much more competitive contest now, as in the Ukraine world numbers 12 finds her range. The live score is around Aryna Sabalenka at 6-2 versus in the first set, and 1-2 in the second set. So with Elina leading on serve in the second set, and first set to the defending champion Sabalenka was absolutely clinical. She broke Svitolina earlier and didn't look back, wrapping up the set for 6-2 in just 32 minutes. Her power from the baseline was simply too much, forcing 12 unforced error for the Ukrainian. So with Lena's tactical rest, Elina starts the second. Elina starts the second set with a statement hold. She's standing a bit. Closer to the baseline now, taking the ball earlier to deny Sabalenka's the time to wind up those massive ground stroke. A slide deep in the concentration from the world's number one. She falls behind 0-30 on her serve after double fault, but she recovers with three big serve, no hitting the tee at 192 km/h. She holds. High stake at the high net. What a point! So Svitolina lures Sabalenka in with a drop shot, but Sabalenka reaches it only for Svitolina to pull off a perfect lob. The crowd is erupting here, yeah. With Lena holds serve and gain to keep her nose in front of her the second set, and so far as of the current match stat says that ace 6 for Aryna Sabalenka. The ace is 6, winners 19, and unforced errors are 9. break points won 2-4, quite good. And Elina Svitolina as ace 1 and winners 8, and unforced errors like 14, break points won 0 out of 1. The outlook, Sabalenka still look the favorite, but the unforced error count is starting to creep up. Uh, Svitolina extend the rally. If Elina can snag a break here, we might be heading for a decider. That's 2-2, and that's 2-2 for what is the odds? Overall review to the match is set 2 is 3-2. Aryna 3 and 2 for Sabalenka took the first set 6-2 is a quick 32-minute bids, while the previous game were tighter. Serve remains her bigger weapon today. So Svitolina needs to find a way to break her, otherwise Sabalenka momentum might become a avalanche. Wow. The match at Road Laver Arena is delivering on every beat of the promise, while the scoreboard shows a lead for the defending champion. The momentum in this second set has become fascinating. Tough of war, talk of war, and second set as we see that Aryna Sabalenka is 2-3, and there is Linka 1 in set on serve in the second. Linka a slight deep in focus from the world number 1 at the start of the set. She fall behind 0-30 on her serve after frustrated a double fault, gifting Svitolina a look at an early break. However, Sabalenka slammed the door shut with 3 monster serve, one hitting the tee at 192 kilometers to hold 1:1. Tactical great Elina is playing chess while Sabalenka is playing war. The Ukrainian is deliberately slowing the tempo, taking the full 25 seconds between points to reset. She pulls off a stunning lob over charging Sabalenka to secure her service game. She keeping her nose in front of the set to Sabalenka, and far what we see is 14 40 41 1. So the moment has taken another sharp turn here, guys. After a brief dip in the concentration that saw Elina Svitolina threaten a comeback, the world's number 1 has reasserted her dominance with cold clinical efficiency. Aryna Sabalenka 6-2 in the first set, and now the latest update is 3-2 in the second set, where Aryna have a 3-point lead as of Elina has 2 point. Sabalenka leads with 1 in set. So that's suddenly the energy shifted. So Svitolina started using a much higher ball, looping her forehead deep into the court to negate Sabalena's pace. It worked. Linka grew visibly frustrated, even concentrating a few calls, and Sabalenika bounced on a loss service game to break. The Ukrainian crowd was deafening, and that's a response of Linka didn't stay down for a long. She immediately ramped up. There is a bit need in the match now. Sabalenka was earlier called for Hindrance for an extra grunt after a shot, a call she fiercely disagreed with. With since then, she been playing with a point to prove. So Svitolina is running for her life on every point. but the sheer weight of the Sabalenka shot is starting to look unplayable again. So as of now, the key match stat says that the first set score was 6-2, and Elina Svitolina had 2, and ace point was 9 out of 10 for Elina, and the maximum speed in the was 201, and Elina's 180 unforced error 5-3. We just had a change of the end. Is walking back to the baseline. She must hold here to stay within touching distance. If Sabalenka gets another break now, the match is effectively over. So far, so we are approaching the business end of the first semi-final, to the end of this first semi-final, and the trigger is looking to close the door after a brief tactical wibble. Aryna has regained her terrifying composure, and now as we see that the score becomes 4-2, Elina Sabalenka leads one in set. So now we have to see that whether this is going to change in the coming minutes or not. So far, the hindrance drama from earlier in the set seems to have fluid Sabalenka's rather than distracted her. She playing with an aggressive edge, almost daring the lines people to make a call. So Svitolina meanwhile looked to be feel the physical toll of defending against such high velocity ground stroke for nearly 80 minutes. That's insane. I mean, that's going to be really hard to manage, So Svitolina under pressure. The Ukrainian is back at the service line. She has to hold here. If Sabalenka gets a double break lead, this match is effectively over. Svitolina is trying to find that moon ball forehead that bothered Sabalenka earlier, but the world's number one first one is stepping inside the court and taking it on the rise now. The crowd at Road Lover Arena is alternatively alternating between gags at the Inca's power and supportive cheers for Svitolina's grit. The sun is setting, the shadow are stretching, and the world number one just 2 games away from the 4th straight Australian Open final. So Svitolina is down with 0-15 in this game after a double fault. pretty interesting game so far. All the way there is a lot of struggling with the stream. Have accelerated. Things are accelerated quickly at Red Lawrence. We are entering what could be the final minute of the semi-final. Aryna Sabalenka has completely shifted into destroying mode, and despite a despite of a spirited tactical fight back from Svitolina, the gag in raw power is becoming chess. Aryna Sabalenka from the set 1 6-2, and now it become really hard. Like, so now as of the wall is so Lina Moonball strategy, which worked briefly to reset the rhythm at 1-2, has been figured out. Linka is no longer waiting for the ball to drop. She's stepping inside the baseline and taking those high loop on the rise, sweeping through them with a terrifying violence. So Lina is currently at the baseline looking exhausted. She is covered nearly 3.5 kilometers in the match compared to Sabalenka's 1.8 kilometers. The physical toll of the chasing down this 140 kilometers hours ground stroke is showing she needs to hold here just to keep the dream alive for another few minutes. There is a tense silence. The Ukraine fans are trying to rally Elina with a rhythmic clapping, but the Belarusians' dominance is silencing the arena. Sabalenka is prowling the baseline like a hunter. We have to see that what the exact who's going to be in the semi-final. Who's going to be in the final from now, and that's kind of really we have to see that. So guys, what you feel that what will be the exact score will be, and who you think that it's pretty much clear that who's going to be in the final, but anything can be changed in the last moment because both the player looks very exhausted till now, as we see that it's a physical walk for like 3 kilometer versus 1.8. That is insane, and then a lot of efforts happening here after Svitolina managed to break. So as we see that after Svitolina managed to break back and keep the set competitive at 2-3, Sabalenka shifted gears. She started finishing now back, as we see that it become 4-5. So what I was talking earlier, that the difference is not that big. Elina still have a comeback here. She's not letting it go so easily. Elina is showing the incredible heart. She was down 0-30 on her serve, starting at the double break deficit, but she played 3 perfect defensive points, including 1 cross-court overhead winner that just clipped the line. She forced Sabalenka to serve it out at the Tiger is at the line. She looks incredibly calm. No double faults this game so far. A massive ace down the tee, 199 km/h gives her 2 match point, 40-15. Svitolina gets the return back and we are in the rally. Sabalenka is dedicating with a forehead. She goes for the line and it's all over. So that's end of the match, guys, and we see that so there was no handshake happen here because of there is there is no handshake shake after the match. Probably the political reason behind it, but kind of I don't know how. Yeah, there is a lag in the streaming, so it's not bit clear. But there was clearly no handshake after the match, so that's a clear win. Set 2. I'm really sorry for this. Sabalenka becomes the first woman since Martina Hingis to reach the 4th consecutive Australian Open final for Svitolina. It's heartbreaking and to break run out. She leaves Melbourne's granted a return to the WTA top 10. The cold front at the net was just intense uh, as heat on the court today, and as the final ball landed, the no handshake protocol we seen throughout the tournament was strictly observed, but with the few extra layers of tension that had the road lawyers buzzing. The final point as Svitolina final return hit the tap, the stadium fell into a momentary respectful silence. Linka celebrated with her signature roar, but immediately turned towards her box rather than the net. So I So I don't know exactly. This is like a really interesting game to watch, but all the way I was not able to watch it the full match here. But somehow we managed to I managed to see as much as I can, but probably that error I have to fix it in for the next game. But till then, I am really happy that you guys are still uh, connected with us, and thank you so much for watching the live. And if you really support us, give us a thumbs, and I will be really happy if you guys can just subscribe the channel, and hope to see you with a new game in few minutes. Thank you so much for being online with us, and till then,